wasn't getting confirmation from the chat that y'all could still hear me. So I decided to just go ahead and restart and do a part two. So I'll wait for whoever is going to come in here because, it's, that's another thing. That's another thing that I don't like. People trying to, force people to conform to or accept or normalize toxic behavior, antisocial behaviors. And so, I just, I've told people about themselves. I've came on here, but you know what? To me, that's boring. I'm bored with it. I'm bored with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really into that, and then plus understand that that's tearing at your health. Arguing with people every day, that is going to destroy your health. So, I don't want to be friends or cool with people like that. I don't. And you know what? I'm not the type of person that's going to kiss your ass so that I will be, so that you won't harass me, so that you won't talk shit about me. Go ahead, keep saying it. All you doing is uplifting me. That's all you doing. And you know what? That doesn't mean that I want you to do it. You know what I'm saying? I would rather see people doing something else because I feel like it's a distraction. I feel like for me, also another thing, not being able to have a decent and calm conversation with people to the point where you always want to have like wacky, colossal, wacky chaos every day, just whack, whack, whack. No, no, I ain't even never been that type of person. And I've had live viewers, I've had views. This channel has just been flagged. They've been flagging all night and all morning, flagging all my videos. Okay, I don't like to do nothing that don't make sense. I don't want to have a conversation that doesn't make sense. Even if we're being humorous, I'm the type of person that likes intelligent humor. I don't like stupidity. I don't like nothing stupid. I don't like nothing stupid like that. You know what I'm saying? I like things that require some kind of thought or intelligence. And I've never been a boring person. I've always been fun to be around, So, I just and the what I've always sensed, and it's gotten worse. And see, they get mad at me because they feel that they'll say you hating on me. No, I'm just establishing my boundaries. I'm saying what I would accept to be a part of. Everybody has the right to do that. And that's just like the commenter that came in here and said maybe he in love, LOL. Okay, um, call me crazy. Uh, call me whatever you want. But is that really acceptable to even say that? That you're in love with somebody that you've never met and only had a few conversations on the phone with, like that doesn't even make any sense. I mean, that's just like when you're seeing somebody, you may kind of like them or be infatuated by them. You know what I'm saying? The first couple of times well, actually the first, no. Yeah, the first couple of times that I spent with my significant other, I made him get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and take me home instead of just sleeping over his house. You know what I'm saying? And like, but then after that third time or second or third time, I just wanted to snuggle with him all day. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be there all day, which that doesn't compare. That pales in comparison to what we're talking about. So no, he's not in love. That's mental illness. You know what I'm saying? And you can sit up here and try to argue that point over and over again, but it's moot. It's mute. It's mute. It's moot. So, that's definitely not it. And then also, when people are in love, they're not saying disparaging things about each other like that. When love is not disrespect and degradation. I mean, you can get into it, you can get frustrated with a person, and I'm talking about in real life. I'm not even analyzing that situation, because we all know what that is. That literally is people that are stalking on the internet. It's called internet stalking and obsession. Why does it remind me of that movie Get Out, y'all? Those people and what they're trying to do. Don't it remind you of that movie Get Out? To where they're trying to like reprogram a person's brain and existence so that they can be like a puppet for them. I'm not going to do it. And I've already said, you know what I'm saying? I can come on here and I'm thinking that they must have gotten upset because I was discussing something and it wasn't them. They get upset when you talk about anything except for them. It's weird. It's like they have this, I think it's histrionic personality disorder is what the psychologists and therapists call it. It's a constant need for attention, and they're willing to do anything to get it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, I can come on here and I can discuss what you're doing and respond, but I don't think about you like that. Like they want to talk about it every single day. And for me, I for one don't really want to talk about it. I think that in reality, uh everybody that follows Bum Dot wants to latch on. Some of the other people, they have a desire to cut it off. I think they have a desire to cut it off. They don't want that. It's like, I'd like to move on, honestly. And like I said, I don't even discuss it with my significant other. It's don't nobody want to hear that. I don't like to sit down and explain to them. It's exhausting. No, nobody's going to do that. So then that's when they start threatening. I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna bring a baby. You remember Cap yesterday was like, I'm gonna bring my grandchild over there. It's like, what? Yeah, your uncle. So what are you trying to say? My uncle is the father of that baby? Like I was, and it's just it looks insanity. It is insane. It's like, girl, what are you like? Go and move along now. Go get some help. Bum Dot is trying to latch on to people. That's a fact. So he's managed to bring people in to his online environment. Yeah. Oh, and to stay that way for 13 years straight, Lenny Pretty 667. She's been that way long term, and it is not changed. She's still a pathological liar, very delusional. It's ridiculous. She'll say anything, even if it doesn't make sense. That's just like I looked at her live this morning and I only heard like 1 minute of it. Yes, I agree. I think she is freaking out over. I'm freaking out over the hantavirus because my uncle Reggie has rats and mice. My uncle Reggie does not have rats and mice, though, at all. See, but you see how they'll say something ridiculous? They want to be friends, but they want to be fake friends. And they want to use their fake friends to just make a fucking fool out of them. Whether or not they plot and plan on attacking them subliminally, or if they plot and plan on just outright attacking them. For some reason, the whole play button for them is forming false friendships with people and then dissing and dogging them out. Like, like, I don't even want to be in collaboration with those people in social media at all. That's ridiculous. And they're all doing it. They're all doing it. It's like, and then they'll say, you're with us too. And it's like, no, no, that's not true. That's totally not true. You know what I'm saying? I've never had friendships with people. None of my friends, with an exception of Tiffany, has ever done that. None of my friends. Nobody. No ma'am. No ma'am. Nobody that I know personally has threatened any of my children in any way. And keep in mind, y'all do realize that Tiffany was not my only friend in Kansas City. Right? So, just let that sink in. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people that I grew up with over at my big mama's house. You know what I'm saying? There's people that, and I believe that very early on, because I would keep in touch with those people on Facebook. It's kind of like, and none of that ever happened. None of that ever happened. You know what I'm saying? Like those people are not going to walk up to me and threaten my children. That was Tiffany. Why? Because Tiffany was hiding something about herself that I didn't realize. Okay? Clearly. Clearly. Okay. Had I known that, would have never been cool with her. Had I known. I'm just saying. Goodness gracious. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. No, honey. No, no, no. No, no, no. Okay, especially when you just literally proved that after 20 years, you always hated me. God knows what she had been saying about me during the course of the friendship. She might have been saying that shit about me, low key for years, and I didn't even realize it. But I don't think so, because literally, like, none of the things that girl said has ever been even heard of or talked about until 2013, and I ended the friendship with her, and then she connected with these opportunists on YouTube. Okay, I'm the type of person to where if you've told an egregious lie on me, and you ain't came back and said, hey, I just want to say that those things that I said wasn't the truth, I'm looking at you side-eyed. Because if I've ever told, any kind of lie on somebody, I come back and I say, hey, I was lying about that. It's probably because I have a soul and I have a consciousness. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that you just don't lie about. You know what I mean? It's certain things that you just don't do. So, that's just what that is. So, anywho, what time is it? It is, what is it? Is it like, oh God, it's almost 5 o'clock. I gotta go. And it just is really sad that because of these people, you can't, like there's a lot of stuff that I could talk about. Like, you can't even discuss your personal business on here. You can't even, and that's sad when there's a group of people going around that will literally say to another person, you can't tell me any of your information or I'm going to try to shit on it. And it's sick. It's sick. And so that's one of the reasons why I reject all of them on a daily basis, is because I want people to know where my mental status is. I want people to know that. And y'all notice I've been mentioning social security. That it's comparable to showing up somewhere and making sure that you're wearing clean clothes and that you don't have doo-doo all over your clothing. That's social security. That's saying, hey, I am acknowledging that this looks batshit crazy and I am against it and not for it. You see what I'm saying? So, and some of the crazy stuff that they have said, that's just like Kat. When Kat first came out with this crap, she told people that I killed a baby. I'm not shitting you. Just was making up shit. She may not have even made it up. She may have either done those things herself or either somebody told her, because I do know that some of those creative geniuses over there, they tell people what to say. Okay. I killed a baby. I slept with a cat. And I believe she told people that I ate out of a litter box, which I believe that was another rumor, which was a twisting of what I said. I think one day I was um they kind of twist what you say, because I never forget, I was visiting Tiffany with Ty. Ty was a baby then, he was a little toddler. And she had a cat, right? And her cat box did not have a cover. So I went to go and pee and I left, Tyrese right there, right? And this is a memory that I haven't thought about this in years, but this is a memory that I bought up years ago, right? And I bought it up after me and Tiffany got into it, because I started putting two and two together after what Tiffany started doing what she was doing. Do y'all know that I came out the bathroom and literally Tiffany was standing in her kitchen staring right down at Tyrese, staring right down at him. And Tyrese was just about to, like, literally he was a baby. He was standing over the litter box and he was getting ready to reach his hand in it. And she wasn't doing nothing to stop him. She wasn't doing shit to stop him. And when I came in, I was like, oh my God. I was like, and I grabbed him. And so I don't know if after that incident, because that was an incident that was relevant to the type of person that she was, in my opinion, or at least how she felt about me. Now, keep in mind, Tyrese is the son of Aaron. That's Aaron's son. Look just like him. Okay. Even though all my kids look like me, but you can tell that that's his son. Right. And so at the time that I met Tiffany, she was trying to date Aaron. So is she the type of person that would allow a baby like Tyrese was literally like crawling? Would she allow somebody's baby to touch the inside of a litter box just because she has an interest in their father? I mean, that's evil. And she did end up having a baby by Aaron years later. I never forget that shit. I just thought about that. Guess what? After I told that story, Kat came back. And let me tell you something about Shani. She ate out of a litter box. I was like, girl, you're retarded. So basically what she did was she tried to flip that story that I told in order to, and I guess she was protecting Tiffany. You're not protecting, first of all, you're not protecting a person like that by denying it. Right? They were obviously not protecting Tiffany, were they? Because look at how things ended up and turned out. Look, and I'm not even talking about the way she got killed. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about everything that I know about Tiffany, everything that I have seen her go through. I'm talking about that girl has called me in the middle of the night in the dead of winter, and I have had to pick her up. And literally, I swear to God, it was unfreaking believable. Tiffany was climbing out and she slid down a second floor window to get away from her baby daddy because he was getting ready to beat her and he was acting cray cray. Okay, literally, this happened. Okay, her baby daddy almost ran us off of the road before. Okay. Not Aaron. Not Aaron. Aaron ain't never done nothing like that. But I'm talking about the other one. Okay. And then just phone calls that I've gotten from her. She used to live right down the street from my grandmother in these duplexes. It's like further down on in the 80s. And she would call me all the time. Oh my God, come get me. Oh my God, he's about like she would literally like all the time. And then probably like when later on when we became adults, like grown adults, like in our mid to late 30s and shit like that, he actually threw an entire glass door at her. So I know everything about Tiffany, everything that she has went through, okay, because I was there for it and helping her. I don't know where the hell Cat was, but I know that I was there. Okay, y'all, that's my cue. I gotta go, y'all. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say. I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, I gotta go. All right. See y'all later. Happy Monday. Bye.